Good evening, this is Tim. This evening I'm going to go ahead and cook some chicken and some Alfredo and just show you a different way of doing it with some peppers and onions and stuff. And we call it, well, I call it chicken poo is what I call it. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what the heck we use in it and stuff. And we'll get on this. Yeah, like I say, what you need, you're going to need a beer, you need some Italian dressing, some definite Alfredo sauce. You can use anything. Like I say, I prefer the, whatever, how you spell it, Bertolli. It just tastes the best. To me, it's better than the Classico. So I don't know how many I'm going to do yet. I got about 8 people coming, plus 2 kids, maybe 3. So it'll be quite a bit. Of course, you use some spaghetti noodles, or you can use linguine and stuff, and some peppers. They got 2 packs of those, a couple of onions, and I have about 5 or 6 chicken breasts up here. And what you want to do is you clean them up, cut the fat off of them, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and slice them up in long pieces, and then I'm going to put them in the Italian dressing just for a little bit. You ain't got to leave them in there long, and then we're gonna cook them up, and then we'll just go from there. Alright, I've cut everything up, cut it into strips. I soaked it not very long in the Italian dressing. I mean, you can soak it as long as you want to. And I put just enough to cover it and stir it up. Put a little oil in the pan, threw the chicken in there along with what I had for the Italian dressing, and just let it cook down. I mean, you can add garlic and stuff, but I ain't gonna do that because the Italian dressing's got enough in it. Alright, I'm getting ready to cut all the vegetables up, which is, well, it's just the bell pepper and the onions, and I just gotta let this stuff cook down for a bit, and I'll show you. You turn that stuff into where it looks like it's gonna burn, and I'll show you then. Alright, we're back. Just showing you right now. I mean, I've cooked this chicken down. When you put everything in it, the chicken and the Italian dressing, you just gotta let it cook down a while. Like I said, the chicken is probably done, but if you look at this, see how black it is? That's the oil. That's kind of browning up a little bit. And this is where the beer comes in handy. Just pour a little beer in it. See how it foams up? Then you just take your knife, I mean, whatever you're using, a fork, a spoon, you just want to scrape up all the stuff in the bottom, all of it. And then turn look how dark it's getting. And you're going to do this maybe once or twice. So you might use more than one beer. It really doesn't matter what beer you use. To me it doesn't. You could probably use water, but the only thing is it doesn't foam up. And I don't know if the foaming up does something to it, breaks everything loose, but this is truly how I do it. Like I say, all the brown is gone. See how dark that turned out? It turned out really nice. And I'm going to let it go a little bit, and we'll see what happens. And if I need to add some more beer to it, maybe char it up just a little bit more for, just for fun, I guess. Just so that it actually cooks into the chicken really good. And then we'll go ahead and add the vegetables and stuff. And we'll get back to that in a second. Like I said, if you can see that almost looks like a gravy. Go ahead and whisk that around a little bit. And that's just going to make everything just, it's going to make it pop. And I'm going to do it again. Like I say, you run it out of the liquid again, and you see how the meat is turning out? I'm going to do it one more time, let it just run out of juice, let it burn up a little bit, and then add some more beer to it, and then I'm going to add the vegetables to it. But I just want one more time, just so I know that it's infused into the meat. Alright, I've added the peppers and onions, and there's liquid in the bottom from the beer and stuff, and of course there'll be a lot of liquid left over from the peppers and the onions, and we're just going to let everything cook down, and I'll go ahead and start putting the spaghetti on. It won't be much longer. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, and I put two medium onions in it, and 6 small bell peppers. Put in what you want. I mean, I just don't want no mushrooms in it and stuff like that. I'm pretty happy with just this. Gives it a nice flavor. And then we're going to go ahead and add the Alfredo sauce to it, and getting ready to start boiling up the spaghetti, because it won't be much longer. Alright, everything's cooking. Got the noodles going. Getting ready to add. Like I said, this stuff is cooked now. And what I use is, I use Classico. It don't matter. long as it is Alfredo, and you just dump it in. And tonight I'm making more than I normally would, so I'm gonna put 3 jars in it. And there's a little bit of liquid left from the peppers and the onions, and as you can see, some of the stuff is just downright thin. And just add it in. We're gonna mix it all together. Of course, I'm gonna add a little water to the jars because there's still good stuff in it. And you just mix it around, and I will show you the end result in a minute. All right, I'm just showing you the after effect. This is what it looks like at the very end while you're cooking it. Everything just kind of meshed together. It's a little darker because we burned the Italian dressing in the beginning of it, and of course I got the sketty going and stuff. And I'll show you a picture of it after we put it on plates. Alright, here's the end result. I know it doesn't look like it's all that, but I've been doing this a lot of years, this particular recipe right here. And I ain't lying to you. It's not necessarily quick, but it's pretty easy. And it just doesn't get any easier than this. And it is truly good. And thank you all for watching.